doing back out there, okay? Hello, beautiful people. This is Vlogmas Day Dose. I am back here with another video. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, and if you are not, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's video, I just thought of this, like I literally thought of it. I know I have like notes and ideas, but this video is teaching y'all how to plan and organize and have an effective day. Am I an expert? Am I a professional at this? No, but I teach through experience. So you can take the information, try it, or you can just listen and not do it. I don't care. But I like to help people. I like to motivate people, and I'm not a gatekeeper. Whatever works for me, I'll share it. Will it work for you? Maybe not, but I'm going to share it anyways. So I am going to plan out my month. I didn't really do it yet for the month of December, but I'm gonna show y'all how I just plan, how I color code and organize. So this is my calendar. I have to have a calendar on my fridge because I need to see what I got going on. I also have a calendar in my phone just to have it on the go, and it usually has the same things except my Tasty Treats orders because I'm just good with it on here. So for the month of December, I'm gonna make it festive. Use the red and green markers, but I'll put December in white. And I like to make my calendars festive. So I might just do like a little tree. Okay. And once it dries, I'll decorate a bit more. So I'll do my numbers in red and green. The first is a Friday. So I'm just gonna do every other color. So 1, 2, so just the odds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's more like a burgundy, but it's still cute. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. And then 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 31 days in December. Make this a bit more visible. 30, 31, 1. 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, New Year's, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty, so we have our calendar. So here's our calendar. Now I do have some Taste Treats orders in the month of December. I like to put them in a different color. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna put them in purple since that is one of my part of my business colors. So I have an order due December 7th. I believe it is, what is this? I know the name, so Mason's order. And then I have an order due December 15th. And this is a cupcake order for an old high school friend of mine. Okay, and then in blue, I like to put things outside of like my business. So I do have a therapy session, I believe. This is the 14th. The 28th. I think the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not the 13th, then I'll change it. But I believe it's the 13th. I just changed to monthly therapy sessions because I determined like I really don't need them bi-weekly anymore, and my therapist agreed. So, and then I think I'll put like my events and stuff, a birthday party and a baby shower to go to. No, this is this weekend. So a birthday, I think, no, it's the 9th. I believe it's the 9th. Justice Jaylen's party. I'm just gonna put weekend trip because I am going somewhere this week. Well, not this week, but this weekend. But y'all gonna see that in the future. And then of course we're gonna decorate Christmas. And then Christmas Eve. And then it's crazy. This New Year went so fast. Let's put Happy New Year. Okay. Decorated up. Calendars are so important, y'all. It just keeps your life in order. And then I do have a Pilates class at 6:30 on the 5th. I just made that. And I also start my new position on the 5th. So I now can, say this. I did get a promotion at work. If you don't know, I work within the Maryland Health Department as a case manager, but now they want me as a recruiter for the company. Yay. So it'll be something new, something different. I feel like this role is me because I like giving people opportunity. I feel like the career field I am in is great for anybody of all ages, but I do want to help like the people coming out of college get a career because I feel like this is a great career for people in the human services field who want to work with people and who just like, get their career under the belt, get that experience. So I'm going to job fairs. I'll be doing a lot, but I did get a promotion. It was on my vision board. I'm happy. And I'm ready for something new. Like, I feel like if you are within a company 2 years, if there's no raise or promotion, it's time to go. Okay? Little advice. So yeah. So basically I have all my Taste-Treats orders. I have like my appointment. I do have a doctor's appointment the 29th. Y'all go to the doctor. It's just a physical. But it's important, y'all. It is at 9:30 a.m. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have any New Year's plans. I want to calm New Year's in my own house. So, boom. And then I think that's it for the month. And of course, I add things as things happen. I don't think I'm missing anything too important though. Okay. And then we're going to take this and put it on the fridge. Okay. So my December is looking good. Now the next thing I do is I go to my phone. Okay. And I use my Google Calendar. Yes, Google Calendar, right? Yeah. And I just have the same things for real. Like everything's on there that's the same. I have my Pilates class. Let me delete this. Okay. I have little appointments and everything. But I don't have my Teddy Streets orders on here. So I just make sure it's like in my phone. And you know how your phone gives you reminders like 30 minutes before you have the nail appointment, blah, blah, blah. It lets you know. And then the next thing I do is financials. So I am big on, I need everything laid out for my financials. I'm not going to show y'all my personal financials. So I'm going to give you guys an example of what I do with just fake bills. I'm not going to show you my actual bills and the actual amounts I pay, but I'll show y'all what it just would look like. So when I first was living at home and getting my financials in order and just teaching myself about financial literacy, I would have my bills written down on a whiteboard just so it was in front of me in my room. But then I migrated it over to my notes section in my phone. And of course, I highly suggest doing this because it's close to you and you can see every single cent that you spend each month. And it's a great transparency moment too, because sometimes we just be spending. I know I used to, especially in my younger years, which wasn't too long ago, but spending, and it's like, you really don't know how much you're spending each month. But then once you get that realization, just reflecting on yourself and just looking at how much you spend, what your bank can show you, you're gonna be like, wow, like, oh my goodness, I spent that much. So, and then you can say to yourself, like, this could have been towards a business I'm trying to start. This could be towards investments for the future. This could be towards maybe something I really wanted, but like I was thinking about other things. So I wrote down a list of bills that you may pay. I don't like to say bills anymore. I like to switch the mindset and say value, because when you spend money, you're spending it for value. When you pay your rent, you're spending it for a roof over your head. You know, when we pay our utilities, it's valuable for electricity and gas. Like, you're exchanging it for something else. So it's like when you change that mindset and really learn the spiritual of money, life gets better. And it's like, it's a practice. People may listen to this and think I'm sounding crazy, but I promise you, once you figure out that money is supposed to be spent, money is sacred, and when you really switch the mindset and have control of your finances, you're really just paying for value. That's all you're doing. So when we spend money on alcohol, I hope not, but drugs or anything, is that valuable? Like, is that helping you? But when we spend our money, we may complain that groceries are high, which they are, but there's other alternatives. Go to Aldi, go to Trader Joe's and get healthier items. You're exchanging it for nutrition for your body, if that makes sense. So I wrote down on the whiteboard just a hypothetical list of bills. Now, this depends on what state you're in. This depends on your, your salary. So don't come for me in the comments, because I know this can be different if you're living in New York versus Minnesota, okay? But this is just an average, especially like I'm in Maryland right now, of somebody's bills. Maybe somebody my age with no kids. I'm gonna put that in there too. And I'm just gonna say that because that's just what I'm experiencing. I don't have children. I don't have any other major responsibilities besides, I'm gonna get into it, these things, and then that's just what it is. So I can't really say this is how much. I mean, I can do a video on it. This is how much like the average daycare is, but I'd rather just teach through experience than just say anything that I'm not experiencing right now. Okay. So I like to put December value. Like I said, I put this in my phone too, and I do it like in a check type of way. So once it's paid, I put a check. Okay. So let's say your rent is $1,500 a month. Okay, that can be true. I put in the first. I put the date that is due because rent is due on the first. I know sometimes you have the first until the sixth to pay it, so you can do that as well. I put utilities. So utilities for me is just gas and electric. Okay. The only utilities I personally pay in my rental complex is just the trash, which I love. I don't pay for parking. I don't pay for the amenities. The parking is free, and my utilities for my place is only $8 a month for the trash. Okay. So just gas and electric. So I just put $60. Okay, I live in a 700 square feet apartment. This isn't my actual amount, but it's just like hypothetical. And then the car insurance car note 350. Now this can range what type of car you got. All right, so it depends. And I put the dates. Okay, hypothetical dates. Then I put credit cards. So one thing that I suggest I put credit card subscriptions to. Put all your subscriptions on one credit card. I'm gonna show you what this is. Transparency. This is real for me. My credit card. So I use Canva. That's the the creating tool for the thumbnails. I use Canva a lot for my businesses, posters. So I pay $13 a month for that. And if you use it multiple times out the week, then it's valuable. Now, if you don't use your subscriptions at all, you're wasting money. So go through what subscriptions you use at least 3 times out the week. If it's less than that, you don't need it. Okay. So I use Canva. I have a trading mentor. So I pay her just to have like that mentorship and everything. And I've been doing that for the past 2 years now. I love it. And then Epic Sound. That's to help with my YouTube to get the music on my YouTube without, having any issues with like copywriting and stuff. I have my Netflix subscription. I have my phone bill. My therapy, which went down. So my insurance covers my therapy, but I have like invoices of just $25 per session. So I actually have to change that since it's once a month now. I have my gym membership. I go to the chiropractor, and I started Pilates, and my BG&E bill is on there too. So I have the amount that I owe each month and the date that it's due. And since it's on a credit card, it's going to be on audio pay. So I just like to know when it's there, and then you go to your credit card due date, you pay it off in full or at least pay half. And I suggest trying to pay it off in full if you have to pay half, okay? And if you have to, like you clearly have to that month, pay the minimum, but just don't miss a payment, okay? At all. And depending on the interest rates, like you just don't want interest on your card. That's why you want to pay it in full. But like you have like all your subscriptions in one place, and if you have a good credit card, you can get cash back. So like I have it on my travel card, so I get cash back and get points every time I pay my card. And I just booked a trip with a credit where it's basically a free flight. Okay. So I put credit cards. Okay. The next is, which I highly recommend doing. I know this depends where you're at and maybe even age. I wish when I was 18, I started investing, even if it's $10 at your paycheck. But investing at least like $150 to $200 a month. And I'm starting to do the S&P 500 index. Like I'm starting to do that. An emergency fund. That can be literally $5 from your paycheck each month. It adds up, I promise you. Emergency fund is something like, God forbid, your car breaks down and you got to pay for a battery. Or just something out the blue that happens where you don't have to go into your bank account. It's just from emergency fund. Like, okay, let me just take it out there. But let's pray that those things don't happen. Now, these are hypothetical bills. Of course, it could be more, but this is what I do each month to stay organized. And I've been doing this for years now, and it's been working for me. So I highly suggest doing that. And if you do, let me know in the comments on how it works for you. And just like follow, like there's people who work in finance who do content. There's people who work in banks who have free content, who don't gatekeep and give you advice on credit cards, on managing. So follow those people. But yeah, so that's my budgeting of my organization. And then when it comes to like my content, I like to go in my notes in my phone and put content ideas that I want to do for the week or even the day, and just have it for my to-do list after work. So this is your, you do your 9 to 5, then you have your 5 to 9. So your 5 to 9, you're working on your business. You're working on, if you're into content, maybe you're even doing a hobby. Like you're just doing things that you like to do. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm single with no kids, so I have that luxury to do that. But I believe kids or not, you can still just have your time. It is important. Like, we're not working, we're not living our days just working for somebody else. We have to do something for ourselves each and every day. Even if it's simple as taking a walk, it's free things. Calling up a good friend, calling a family member, writing, reading, watching your favorite movie. Like, do that an hour every single day. Work on something. Like, work on a project in your house. Like, your 5 to 9 is important, and then you rest for the rest of the day. And that's just what I do each month. I plan it and I stick to it, and then you'll see the results and blossom. Like, I promise you. Um, but yeah, so this is day 2, more of a motivational, thing. And Vlogmas, I don't want it just to be all Christmassy. I want some motivation in there too. So I'm gonna end this video right here, and let me know if you liked it, if you learned something from it. So I want to make more videos like this because this is me, this is my niche. I'm a very motivational person, and I just want to help others because I watch other people online who are genuine about it, and it inspires me to do the same thing. And then some other tips I would recommend. So we got our monthly calendar down. We got the calendar in our phone. Cool. So let's think about like the other things outside of work or outside of our business or outside of our personal hobbies. Meaning, when do we do our laundry? When are we going to grocery shop? When do we do our cleaning? And that should have a specific day to it. Me, I always do my Sunday cleaning. I clean as I go. So even when I do my Sunday cleaning, I really don't have to do much unless I decide like I'm ready for a deep cleaning, meaning I'm going to mop. And that might be like twice out the month. Like, I'm cleaning everything just because I want to or just feel the need to. Usually I feel the need to if I'm baking back to back to back and the kitchen's just looking rough. So I'm like, I need to do a deep cleaning. And me, like, I have to be in a clean space. Like, when my space is in disarray, things laying everywhere, I just can't think. And you can't think properly in a dirty space. You just can't. So I always keep my space clean. So have a day where this is my cleaning day. Like, this where I'm gonna focus on cleaning. And cleaning don't take that long. It could take less than an hour if you focus. Laundries on Sundays as well. Like, I'm always doing laundry on Sundays. That's the day to do that. And wash the laundry, dry the laundry, and put it back in the drawer the same day. You'll feel better. And I'm getting better at that because usually I just let it sit. I'm gonna get to a Monday or Tuesday, but like, I'm guilty. I literally just folded my laundry on Wednesday, but I'm trying to like do it the same day just to get it out the way. But just have a day for that so you're not living out your laundry hamper the whole week, okay? And then grocery shopping. Me as an adult, I feel like the best time to grocery shop is during the week, during the day, but I know that's hard if you don't work from home. So have a day for grocery shopping. Instacart is great too. I feel like it's just really convenient, and if you're busy, sometimes grocery shopping is a job. And I like Instacarting. Now, there's 2 types of grocery shopping for me. There's like, I need a lot of bulk items. Like, I need, especially when it adds to the price, like when you need like the cleaning products, the laundry detergent, household items added into that, that's when like, okay. But if you're single, it lasts a long time if you buy in bulk. Like, if you go to Sam's Club, it really does. Like, I'm good for laundry probably until like February, March. And cleaning products last a long time, so it is different. But I usually probably grocery shop twice out the month. And if I'm going more than twice, it's because I just need like something. Like, for example, I wanted some honey, I needed some more milk, some more eggs, and some yogurt. That keto ratio yogurt I love so much, and I go through it. But I'm lucky that grocery store right down the street, like it's walking distance. So I may go there, pick up a few things, and that's real small. So, but I would just have your grocery days on a specific day, and just stick to it. It just keeps you on a routine. So that's like the background task things we just have to do as human beings. And then once you got that down, it's like when you have things laid out and you stick to it. And sometimes, give yourself grace, especially if it's something new. If you're just a person that's all over the place and you have this task, you write it down and it doesn't work, don't be hard on yourself. Just try again and then again. Because when you do something new for the first time, it's not going to feel right. You're going to feel uncomfortable. But that's when, you know, you grow. Like me, for example, waking up at 5 a.m., I have not been consistent waking up at 5 a.m. for a week straight. But I've done it for like 3-4 days in a row. And then I may wake up at like 7. And then the next day, 8. But then I'll try again at 5. So it's like, it's new to me. So I'm not going to be able to do it right away or, you know, be regular with it. But one day it will be regular. So, yeah. But that's just my advice on just planning out my month down to the week. And then when you get to the day, it's like, cool, let's take every day, let's take everything day by day. Like, I have my 9 to 5. I have my morning routine first. Wake up, pray, what you gotta do. You gotta write, just check in with yourself in the morning. I don't care what job you have, especially if you have a job where it's demanding and you have to give it to a lot of people. You have to check in with yourself first. Like, I don't care how good your job is. I don't care if you're a doctor, especially doctors. Like, you need to check in with yourself before you check in with others, because if you're not good with yourself, then you're going to give others the wrath. Like, you may not mean to, I don't know, be negative toward other people, but like, you have to check in with yourself in the morning. Like, do your morning routine. Go to your 9 to 5. Me personally, I separate my 9 to 5 from everything. Like, I have a laptop, I have a bag, and once I'm done work for the weekend, I literally put my work bag in my closet. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't have anything work related in my personal phone or my personal laptop. Like, work stays at work. And I think that's people's problems. Like, work's combined with a lot of things and they just can't run away from it. Like, you get me from 9 to 5 or 9 to 4, 9 to 3, whatever. And that's it. So I just have that boundary, that strong boundary, and it's working for me. And then I'm starting to do self dates too. So I made a self date jar. I pick from it, and then, you know, a weekend I'll do a self date. So not last weekend, maybe 2 weeks ago, I did a baking class. It was really fun. We made French macaroons. I never had one before. I never made one before, but it was really fun. And it's just, I love solo dates. You meet new people, and it's a great experience. So you pick from that jar. I literally have it like right here. Pick from this jar. And whatever you get, just look up in your area. And there's a lot of free things too, but like, look up in your area the next, I don't know, concert nearby. Look up a coffee shop, or look up a movie that you can see by yourself. Go to dinner by yourself. I wrote down like a pottery class or something, you know, just to get that time to yourself. I don't care if you're married. Like, I literally was in the baking class with somebody who was married. She said, I'm always on self dates and married. Like, she's always doing things by herself. She said she always does cooking classes. Like, I love that. So you really get inspired by other people. But yeah, and this may be a lot what I'm saying. Like, we got the calendar, we got this, that. But like, I promise you, once you structure yourself and just take it day by day based on what you wrote down, your days are just gonna go real smooth. Like, even recording right now was planned. I wanted to do some of this before work. I wanted to do some of this after work. I got it done. So, and it's not even 5 o'clock yet. So I have from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. to still be productive. And then it's your nighttime routine. Like, I like to put my phone down. I like to read a little bit. I like to watch a good show or movie. I personally like to cook dinner after work or in the evenings, because it's just like my time for real. I started meal prepping, but I decided I'll just do meal prepping for lunch or like snack time, because I like cooking. So everybody needs that time. And then you just do what you do after work. If you got a business, market your business. Do what you gotta do business wise. I know there's a lot of people with businesses out there. So, you know, do what you gotta do, or that's your time to relax. But like, you got your morning, you got your sometimes 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. You got your 9 to 5, and then you got your 5 to 9, and it's time to relax. Okay? But this is Vlogmas Day 2, a little motivational for you, and I'll see you in